Well, hi-ho, folks, and welcome back to the adventures of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage. Well, hi, Turwinkle.
Greetings.
Are you all set for today, sir?
Sure.
Well, great, because today we are going to go talk with the Redfang Company, a wonderful horde-side guild over on Moonguard. And so we are going to... Hello. We are going to go and put on our Sluffy disguise so we can talk to this awesome guild. And, well, actually, before we do, look at... We are in the new park. Yay, the new park in Stormwind. So it's awesome to have a park back. It's not as grand, I think, as the other one was, but it's a park nonetheless, and it is nice to have one back. So all that destroyed area is a nice new park now. And you can come down here, and you can look at the boats and the harbor. It is nice to have another nice little roleplay hub here to do some awesome role-playing in. And so without any further ado, let us head on out and see if we can find the Redfang Company. Alrighty, folks. Well, we have made our way to Northrend. We're still looking for, again, the Redfang Company. And we've made our way out here to Conquest Hold. And, in fact, look at this. Here they are, the Redfang Company. And right up front here is none other than Sabril. Hello, Sabril.
Hello.
The guild leader, and again we're getting getting run over, but the guild leader of the Redfang Company, a level 100 orc warrior, and again, it's awesome. We had a wonderful night at the ball at the Tournament of Ages, and here we are. We're going to be talking all about your guild tonight, aren't we?
Yes, indeed.
All right, so let us go ahead and see who you have brought with you today. So let us start right over here. So who do we got here?
All right, this is actually one of the three of Redfang Company. This is Fenrir Wolfsong. She is actually Sabril's mate, and she's currently undergoing her nice, fancy druid training, and she does a lot of paperwork, and it stresses her unmerciful.
Okay. And next?
Next, we have the other leader of the Redfang Company. We have Nardrek. He is the oldest orc in all of existence, and he's definitely a pack leader. He likes to train and tame his wolf packs.
All right, excellent. So again, you kind of the Discord kind of went out on what you'd said. These two are part of what now?
We actually use a tribunal of leadership.
Okay, so excellent. All righty, and we'll move over here. And who do we have here next?
First up, we have Orgrim Pyrebreaker. He's one of our orcs, and he's actually a spirit weaver. He works with runes, spirits, and all sorts of fun, shady nonsense.
Oh, excellent.
I would also like to add that he also works with the spirits and also the void as well, but mostly on the arcane.
Okay. And next?
Next up, we have Zyrala Grim Totem. She is obviously a very large Grim Totem Tauren. She's trained as a Sunwalker, and she's just living her life right now, trying to move on from her past.
Oh, okay. And next?
Next up, we have Yanari Snowhoof, a friend of Zyrala, who I unfortunately have not had the personal opportunity to meet very in depth as of yet.
All right, but there's always time, sir.
Indeed.
Excellent. And next?
Next, we have Zuthgar, the orc warlock, who is actually in a lot of trouble for stealing from the company's larder.
Oh.
He's a lovely little pirate.
Wow. Okay.
With a nice gun. No pun intended.
Think of Melanie Heart is your home.
Okay. And next?
Next up, we have Rulja Red Tusk. She is our troll fire rager, and once again, unfortunately, it's another person who I have not had the opportunity to meet, as the character is fairly new.
All right, excellent. And have you seen a lot of newcomers lately?
A few, yeah. There's a bit of a lull with the content drought starting wear in heavy, but we're expecting a heavy resurgence come the pre-patch.
Right, and with the movie and all.
Yeah, true.
Alrighty, and next?
Next we have Corte. She's our little runt of an orc. Definitely the smallest you'll ever meet. But she's definitely a scrapper and just loves to have fun.
Oh, awesome. Okay, and next?
Next up we have Telenar, who is as far from the stereotypical elf as you can get. Probably the thinnest guy you'll ever meet, to the extent where it causes him physical pain and weakness, often having to lean on his staff just to stay up.
That's because the other orcs eating all the food out of the larder.
Fatties.
Sometimes he gets scraps.
Okay. And next?
And next up we have Kalmagruk Iron Soul. He's actually an interesting case, as he was previously had his soul attached to a golem body, and we've since found a new body with which to put it in. Don't ask where we found it.
Okay. All right. Very interesting. And next?
Next up we have Otak Skullrent. Once again, brand new member. Hasn't really been introduced into our company overly yet, and I'm hoping to do so very soon.
Wonderful. And next?
Next we have Ariane Durathil, one of our lovely Death Knights, my apologies. Although I believe her specialty is blood. She's formerly alive, I suppose is the best way to describe it, and just kind of handling what she's got left.
Okay. And next?
Turns out I lied earlier. We have a Larian here who is, I believe, the last actual member who is new and yet to be introduced extensively, but like the others, I'm hoping to do so very soon.
Alrighty, next.
Next up we have Thessaline, the largest Blood Elf Death Knight we have. She's, for lack of a better word, completely insane and not to be trusted.
Okay.
She's very murder crazy, but we love her.
Perfect.
And next?
Next up we have Riska Shattered Spine. She's a fairly young orc, still kind of learning the ways of war.
Alrighty. And next?
Next up we have Ukrosh Wolfbinder, easily the unluckiest orc you will ever meet. He's the resident shaman. He'll handle any spirit's blessings you got for you, assuming he hasn't tumbled downstairs or otherwise run amok.
Okay.
I will also add that he almost been stuck in the middle of an ongoing Magdara.
Wow. Okay. And last but certainly not least.
Lastly, we have our resident Baron, Xangus Bloodreaver, who is the epitome of what it is to be a Death Knight that no longer cares.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go, folks. An awesome group of people here in this wonderful guild called the Redfang Company, and we're going to find out all about this guild coming up next. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Fenrir, right off the bat, first and foremost, how did you come up with the name the Redfang Company for the guild?
It actually wasn't me that came up with the name. It was Nardrek here beside me. Nardrek is a very creative individual, and the idea behind Red Fang is that it's symbolic to blood on red fangs. It's to signify the dark past or the bad past of leaving behind. It's basically signifying the blood of those who have passed, the blood of the enemy, the blood of the future, that sort of thing.
Oh, okay, awesome. That is a wonderful way to come up with a name, and I like guilds that have a name that actually have a meaning behind it. So that is fantastic. And again, I keep getting run over here. Okay, so what kind of guild is it? Is it a social guild? Is it a heavy, medium, light roleplay guild? Do you guys PvP, raid? What kind of guild is it?
It's actually we're kind of a guild that wants to specialize in a little bit of everything. Right now we have a massive amount of RPers because we came from a very heavy RP guild, but we're kind of wanting, as we are still fairly new, we're wanting to become something that has something for everyone. You know, a safe place to call home, stuff like that, just because it's, you know, always kind of hard to be in a guild that isn't necessarily open to all forms of what you can do in the game.
Okay, so just a touch of everything. So if somebody is interested in PvP, they can come join you. If someone wants to roleplay, they can come and join you. So whatever they want to do in the game, pretty much you guys have a little bit here and there within the guild to accommodate everybody, correct?
Yep. That's pretty much the idea of the guild as a whole.
All right, then, well, that is awesome. So folks, when we come back, we're going to find out how you can join the Redfang Company. So we'll be right back with that. All right, folks, and we are back. And so, Sabril, I'm watching the episode, and I love what you guys are about. I love that you can accommodate pretty much any play style within the game. I like the name of the guild, and I love the personalities that we've already met within. And so, I want to join the guild. So first and foremost, who do I talk to get into the guild?
Well, realistically, you could talk to just about anyone, and they could send you to any of our leadership. That's myself, Fenrir, Nardric, and one of our officers who actually could not make it. And we don't have a very in-depth screening process. We basically just want to make sure you're not completely rude and just going to be a problem. As long as we feel like you'd be a decent fit, you're more than welcome.
Okay, is there an age restriction getting into the guild?
There is no age restriction, but all of our members at the moment are over the age of 18, and mature content can sometimes be discussed. So we ask that you at least be mature enough to handle it.
Okay, that's fair enough. Now, is there a class or race restriction?
None whatsoever.
Okay, I'm not seeing any pandas here.
Our resident panda chef is unfortunately very busy in the kitchen. Could not make it.
Wow, so you keep the pandas in the kitchen? Is that what I'm hearing?
If he had his way, he'd keep us in the dining room.
Okay, all right. Now, is there a level requirement getting into the guild?
There's not, but we would prefer that if you actually intend to join the guild, that you do have some level of investment and you actually stick around.
Okay. Is there an IC or OOC interview?
Aside from us asking you a couple questions to make sure that you would be a good fit for the guild, no. There's a brief IC contract you would have to sign, which just details what kind of work you could be doing for Redfang, to tell you that we're not liable for any injuries you sustain.
You know, the lawyer stuff, is that correct?
Exactly.
All right. All right. Now, do you guys have a website where someone has to fill out an application or anything like that?
We actually do not have a website. As far as communication that one normally would use on a forum and the like, we use the message board add-on as well as Discord to handle our organization.
Okay, excellent. And finally, do I have to know how to roleplay to get into the guild?
Not at all. If you're a complete newcomer to roleplay, or if you just don't even want to roleplay, we can either teach you or just let you be.
All right, and that's something that I've always liked about guilds that are willing to help out new roleplayers. You know, it's a lot easier to learn how to roleplay when you have a guild environment in which you're learning, because sometimes trying to learn on your own, you get trolled or whatnot, but it's a safer environment within your own guild to learn how to roleplay, don't you think?
Oh, I'd agree entirely.
All right, folks. So Sluffy has passed all those prerequisites. He is now in the Redfang Company. So we're going to find out next the rules that he has to follow now that he's part of the Redfang Company. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And again, Sluffy's made it into the guild. And so, Sabril, what are the in-character rules I have to follow now that I'm part of the Redfang Company?
As far as the in-character rules, I mean, the contract would detail it all, but we don't actually write that out when we bring you in. But we do have it written down, freely available for you to see, and it's pretty straightforward. You have to be respectful. At the end of the day, you're representing our company. We want our company to have a good name. Sort of an OOC blending of it. We want you to mind your lore. A little bit of lore bending is fine, but there are limits to how far you can bend the lore before you're going too far. And lastly, represent. We're Redfang Company. Be proud.
All right, excellent. Now, as far as out of character rules, what do we got there?
They're actually much in line with the in-character rules. The first rule, and most important in my opinion, is to be respectful. You get that drama is going to happen. You don't agree with everyone all the time. Some people rarely agree with anyone ever. That doesn't mean you have to be a child about it. You could still be mature and act like an adult and treat it properly. Next up, we have, once again, that you represent. Everyone has the Redfang Company listed right under their name. We're trying to keep a positive reputation with the guild, so be a little mindful of that. And lastly, this one applies to both in-guild and out-of-guild interaction. Think before you speak. Not everyone wants to see certain things, to put it lightly. It could just be gross. It could be inappropriate. We have places for you to talk about such topics. Just be mindful what you're saying. We don't want to offend anybody.
Well, again, that sounds pretty simple. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Be respectful to those folks around you and represent. So awesome. Easy rules to follow. Keep it simple, and I think most people will be able to follow those rules fairly simply. All right, folks, we'll come back, and when we do, we are going to talk about ranks. Where is Sluffy placed as far as a new member, as far as ranks is concerned, and how can he get promoted to that next level of ranks, and what are those? So we will come back and talk all about ranks in the Redfang Company. All right, folks, and we are back, and we are talking about ranks. So, Fenry, Sluffy's new to the guild, so where is he placed as far as ranks are concerned?
When you first join the guild, or the company, both IC and OOCly, the very first rank that you're going to end up being at is a contractor rank, which is just kind of the bottom of the totem pole rank.
Okay, and how long am I in that rank?
Usually we're going to have it about 2 to 3 weeks. Just kind of depends on your activity and stuff like that. It kind of gives us a chance to get to know you and see if, you're a good fit with us, or if kind of want to make sure that you're staying before we end up, bumping you up a bit.
That makes sense. And so what is that next rank?
The next rank is called Blackguard. This is the largest rank currently in the company, which it's basically, you've been here a while, we've recognized that you've been here a while, and so you are now more internalized in the company.
Okay, awesome. And so what's next after that?
After that is Champion. Now, the Champion rank it's one of those ranks that you can attain where we've noticed you've been running events, you've been doing things with other people, you're hanging out and you're getting on well with other people. So this is kind of the rank that we want people to kind of want to work for in terms of being in the company. It's also, as far as IC ranks, that is one of the higher ranks before you get up into the more complex ranks.
Now, does the Tribunal discuss that person before?
Yes.
Okay, and so you all have to agree and then promote that person.
Yeah.
Or is it just majority vote?
It's more the Tribunal will discuss it. We currently don't have any champions, as the lull has in content has it's just kind of put things down a little bit, and we're still rather new. We're only about a month old, so. Okay,
and what's the rank after Champion?
The next rank after Champion is going to be the Redfang rank. Now, that's our officer rank. Obviously, as an officer, we expect you to have a high standard. We would expect you to act professionally, similar to how we run Sabriel, myself, and Nardrek. We all hold ourselves to a certain standard, and we hold our officers to that same standard.
All right, excellent. And I imagine finally the Tribunal is the final rank you can achieve. Is that correct?
Yes, and that's that rank is actually currently executive, which basically is just we're the ones in charge.
In order for Sluffy to take over the guild, does he have to defeat all three of you? Is that?
You have to win in a dance battle.
Wow. Okay, easy enough. All right, folks, so when we come back, Sluffy will be running the Redfang Company as he will defeat these three in a dance-off. So look forward to that.
It is something worth noting as well. We, as far as ranks, because I know that in some guilds, being a certain rank means you have to act a certain way. We kind of hold everyone up to a high standard in our company. It's not as bad as that sounds, but we do want everybody to speak up. Just because you're not an officer doesn't mean you can't offer suggestions or help out with the guild, or help even with recruitment. We've got a couple grunts who are, or not grunts, contractors and blackguards who are out there recruiting and eventually will be likely moved into champion ranks as time goes on.
Okay, excellent. Alrighty, so folks, when we come back, we are going to find out what kind of guild events the Redfang Company participate in. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Fenry, we're talking guild events. So what kind of guild events does the Redfang Company participate in?
We do a lot of different events. We range our events from small RP events that are, 3 or 4 people to hopefully in the future large-scale ones of multiple raid group-sized things, depending on our DMs and stuff like that. Multiple guilds. Currently, we've been working a lot on server-wide events and stuff like that, mostly to get our names out. As obviously you saw us during the Tournament of Ages and stuff like that. We're really trying to help with community in terms of events. Other than that, a lot of it is player run, so it isn't. Some of it is done by the Tribunal. Like Nardrek is our head DM or dungeon master, but we have people who will grab other members and be like, "Hey, there's this contract on the board for killing bears. Let's go kill some bears." And so they go out and they do their thing and they come back. We've also got people who are on occasion running raids, old dungeons, old raids. It's basically just we've got our hands in just about everything, and we're trying to really kind of push community bounds.
All right, well, sounds awesome. And so how busy each week do you think the guild is?
Typically, we have about 10 people online as on average. A lot of it is affected by the current content drought, but we're expecting a lot more work to be done, especially during pre-patch and during Legion, as there are server-wide events that are up, and we've got people who are coming back, people who are excited to really start working their stuff.
Now, do you guys have guild meetings at all?
Because we're still new, not yet. We've had one guild gathering, which was more of a celebration of the company opening Iceli. Because we do everything from combat-oriented to parties to just kind of hanging around and celebrating or drinking or whatever you want to do and that sort of thing.
All right. Well, that sounds awesome. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with as soon as Legion hits and seeing all the role play and the stuff that you guys end up doing as a guild. So, folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about the current storyline of the Redfang Company. And so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Fenry, what is the current storyline for the guild right now?
Currently, the main thing that we're working on right now is meeting with the other Horde leaders and the other Horde companies, clans, tribes. Basically, we're meeting with them to prepare. It's currently due to lack of knowledge on a game basis. We're not sure what we're preparing for, but it's been acknowledged basically by the community as a whole that something is coming. Something big and scary is coming, and we need to be ready for it, whatever it may be.
Ah, okay. So it sounds ominous.
Indeed. As far as on a guild level, we're currently just working on getting in money, basically filling in company coffers with everybody doing work and jobs and doing what mercenaries do.
And keeping orcs out of the food pantry?
Yes, and keeping orcs out of the food pantry.
All right, there you go, folks. An awesome place where you can hook your character into. That's wonderful story arc. And again, especially, it sounds like they're getting geared up and ready to go for the Legion storyline, to where they're going to be able to hook their storyline in with that. And so it's awesome when guilds kind of follow along with the main storyline of the game, and it sounds like the Redfang Company is doing exactly that. And so with that, folks, we're going to come back and we are going to be talking to each and every one of these folks and finding out why they've chosen the Redfang Company as the guild of their choice. And so we're going to find out what they enjoy about being in this guild next. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And again, we are talking about why these folks have joined this guild and why they're here. Because, again, there's literally hundreds of guilds they could have joined. Excuse me. And yet they've chosen this one to join. And so up first we have Fire Lord Rulja. Is a freelancer, a headhunter, trophy collector, slayer of Zandralari. Is that correct?
Zandalari.
Oh, Zandalari. Good Lord. Okay. Is a contractor of the Redfang Company. Is currently calm. Excellent. So hello.
Howdy, howdy.
And again, I love this transmog. It's a very nicely done.
Thank you.
You bet. So why have you chosen the Redfang Company as the guild for you?
So that's a bit of a short story, although it's abbreviated. I've been in lots of guilds on this game and on this server, and I'm usually very, very selective of the guilds that I go with. I knew the leaders of this guild before they formed this guild, like shortly before they formed this guild, and I decided I wanted to join them because I actually wanted to start getting back into Horde roleplay again, and their guild seemed to be a very good fit for me. So I decided to pop on over, and so I decided to join up.
All right. Well, excellent. Yeah, it's always kind of good to get into a guild where you already know the leaders and you already kind of know their style. Isn't that correct?
A little bit, yes.
It certainly helps. All right. Well, that is an excellent answer. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All righty, folks. And up next, we have the awesome, they're almost like sisters here. Is that correct, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So we have Yanari Snowhoof. It's Yanari, Liberator of Ogremar. Is Shu Hollow Paladin, a level 100 contractor of the Redfang Company, is currently wandering. And Sunwalker, and how do you say that again?
Zerella.
Zarella Grim Totem. Grim Totem Outcast Tinkerer Redfang. What is that?
Mastodont.
And what is the Redfang Mastodont?
Well, a big torrent.
Okay, really big torrent. Okay. And is a blackguard of the Redfang Company and is currently being Zai. And what does that mean, currently being Zai?
Well, being herself.
Okay.
Well, mostly because she's always been a bit of an anti-social person, but she tried her best to stick around with the group.
Okay. And so, Yanari, what do you enjoy about being part of the Redfang Company?
Well, I haven't had much luck trying to find any Horde guild in our PvE situation. I am from a PvP server, so there was no such thing as RP back in the PvP server.
Okay.
So I come here with Zai here because we go everywhere together. Been playing for 7 years. The thing is, I quit for a while because I couldn't pay for the game. So I come on, and then I notice there is an elf over there talking to my friend that's in the Redfang Company. I walk over to them, and then I start NRP with them. And since my friend over here was telling me how good the Redfang Army Company, I always say army, but I kind of felt that if my friend likes them, and he has pretty high standards as it is, I thought I should join them too. So I would be able to try.
And has it turned out to be a pretty good fit for you?
They're actually really respectful to someone who has been treated like crap for a long time in this game, so yes.
Okay, well, excellent. It's always good to find a guild not only that you have friends in, but is respectful as well. And so I guess the question comes to you as well, Zai. What do you enjoy about being in this guild?
Well, at first, I was skeptical because there was another guild that was trying to recruit Zarella into their fold, but Zarella is pretty much a very spiky person about who she will fight with and such. And eventually, it's mostly a twist of fate that she joined the Redfang Company, and later, well, she kind of grew fond of the group. And what I can say about the Redfang is that they're a pretty good bunch.
All right, well, excellent. So there you have it, folks. That's, having good roleplay partners a lot of times will lead to finding excellent guilds. And then pretty soon you not only have just one good roleplay partner, but you have a guild full. And so an excellent example here and a fantastic answer. Thank you, you two.
A pleasure.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Corte Nose Splitter, Shanoa, Cherry Cheeks, Scrapper, Cocky Punk Brawler, student of the Mush Allah Shar and Broken Fist Styles, which is awesome. She's a blackguard of the Redfang Company. Currently looks like she got run over by the Grim Rail itself. It wasn't a good spar day. Excellent. And unfortunately, she doesn't have access to the Discord or can't get into Discord. And so she has typed her answer out to Sabril. So Sabril, what does she enjoy about being in the guild?
Well, what she said is that she really enjoys the freedom of it and the tight sense of community. Plus, all of her friends are here, and it's a nice blank slate.
Oh, well, excellent. Yeah, sometimes it's great just to get a fresh start, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right, excellent. All right, well, thank you very much, Corte. Alrighty, folks, up next is Cal Nagrak Iron Soul, the Iron Sentinel, formerly the True Steel Terror, a.k.a. Long, Tan, and Handsome. He's an Orc Warrior. He's a blackguard of the Redfang Company, and he's currently being long, tan, and handsome. Excellent. And so, once again, doesn't have either a mic or, can't get into Discord, but he has typed his answer out to Sabril. Sabril, what does he enjoy about being in the guild?
He says that he enjoys that it feels like he's a part of something. The guild feels like a family, and he's so close with all of us, and he feels like he fits in. He thinks of all of us as his close friends and looks forward to talking with us every day. He met us all in a previous guild, but moved with us to this one, and he greatly enjoys RPing with us all because of how friendly we are.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, it's always nice to be in a guild where, again, you feel appreciated and you enjoy being in. And for a lot of folks, their guild is almost like a second home to them. So that is an excellent, excellent answer. Thank you very much, Long, Tan, and Handsome. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Utok Skull. Is it Skullrend?
Yeah.
Okay, he is Gron Puncher. He's the Orc Monk. He's a contractor of the Redfang Company. He's currently cold. And the reason why he didn't answer was because, again, either doesn't have a mic or is not in Discord. But what does he enjoy about being in the guild, Sabril?
Well, he says that he's still new, but he likes that it's pretty loose. I mean, being with a merc company, everyone's welcome, and they're kind of casual.
Okay, yeah, again, for a lot of folks, they don't like that military-style guild where it's just very regimented. You have to follow the rules or you're in trouble or you're getting demerits or this or that, or you have to just role-play. You're not allowed to do these other things. A lot of guilds appreciate a guild like the Redfang Company where it isn't as strict or you're able to do other things than just role-play or raid or that sort of thing. So that is an excellent, excellent answer, Utok. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks, up next is Telenar, the Dishonored, the Cripple. Elf Wanderer, he's a blackguard of the Redfang Company and currently leaned over, hobbling and hugging his staff. Has a necklace with a gold, brightly glowing Naru trinket hanging off his neck. And again, it was mentioned earlier that you're very gaunt, very sickly. What's going on, sir?
Tal's had a lot of history with a lot of various magic sources, including old gods, the divine. He's one very experienced elf despite his young age for being an elf.
Oh, okay. So there's a whole story there, is that correct?
Yep, I can't go into too much because I want to keep a lot of it a surprise. But...
Okay, well, excellent. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Redfang Company?
Well, it seems like for the most part, everyone's just trying to get along. Nobody's trying to beat each other over the head with anything. We're just trying to relax and actually have some fun.
Yeah, nothing worse than being in a guild full of drama. Am I correct?
Yeah, thankfully that time has passed, and I think most of us are tired of that sort of stuff.
All right, well, excellent. Yeah, again, it's always good to be in a group that's trying to have fun, enjoying the game, and, putting that drama in the rearview mirror and just, again, going forward, having fun, especially in a new guild. And it's always a kind of an exciting time because you're figuring stuff out and you're having these great adventures that will be stories that will be passed on down the line, and you'll talk about it a year from now going, hey, remember when so-and-so did this in the guild and that sort of thing. So it's always a great time to be part of a guild, and especially one that is, again, looking to have fun and looking to get away from all that drama stuff. So excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. And go eat a sandwich, sir, for the love of Pete.
It'll just fall right out of me.
Good Lord. Okay. Alrighty, folks. Up next is a Riska, or Lumberjack Riska, is part of the Redfang Company, a level 100 Orc Warrior. Hello, ma'am.
Hi there.
Now, again, a Riska is a shorter Orc, is that correct?
Yeah, Riska's pretty young. She's starting to see the world for the first time, so she's finally free and all that.
Oh, okay, so not a whole lot of scars yet.
No, her back's littered in them.
Oh, so spent a rough youth. Had a rough youth.
That's a way to put it.
Oh, okay. But you found a home here in the Redfang Company, and so, ma'am, what do you enjoy about being part of this guild?
I enjoy how everybody gets along and how even though we do clash sometimes, we still like pull ourselves together and go, all right, yeah, we did have an argument, but we're still all friends here and we can move on from that. And, sometimes arguments lead to good things.
Right, it can. Actually, if everybody is, mature enough to discuss things, and like you said, not everybody agrees to everything. And so a lot of times you'll find that, just because there's a disagreement among friends, you're still friends and you can still work things out. And I think that's a good sign for a guild when they're able to do so, because if you weren't, I don't think the Redfang Company would be around for very long, would they?
No, I don't think it would. Although I think most of us do stay around because the cow puns are utterly amazing.
Wow. And with that, thank you very much, ma'am. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Thessaline, former commander, Eater of Blood, formerly Blood Elf Death Knight, contractor of the Redfang Company, currently tall, buff, and terrifying, grinning like a shark. Now, first and foremost, former commander of what?
She was an officer in previous mercenary guilds, and as she so very much likes titles, she likes to cling on to that. And but at the same time, she still wants to honor the rankings within the guild as is right now too. So she's like, I'm former commander for those who knew me.
Okay, and whose blood are you eating?
Anyone's.
Wow, okay. And we'll just take a step back. Okay, and formally...
She favors the blood of her foes, not necessarily anybody at random.
So we're safe for now. Okay, so formerly a Blood Elf Death Knight, or just formerly a Blood Elf?
Yeah, just formerly Blood Elf. When you're a Death Knight, that kind of messes with things.
Right.
Definitely the undead part.
Okay, excellent. And so, Thessaline, what do you enjoy about being in the Redfang Company?
I am one of the relatively new recruits as well. Even with that, there's this immediate sense of we're all veterans here, or at least a lot of us are. And so there's a good sense of we know what we're doing, how to treat each other properly, how to get things done. I really like also that we have this immediate sense of community. We can just joke with each other, and like Xanga is the guy who brought me into this guild, and he's a good friend of mine, and he's shown to me that all of these people can be good friends of mine as well.
Oh, well, excellent. That is a fantastic answer. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Ukrush. Is that correct? Ukrush?
Yep.
Wolfbinder, the Thunderfang. He's a Frostwolf Orc Shaman, Blackguard of the Redfang Company, currently communing with the spirits and practicing the shamanistic arts. And you have brought up with you a wolf pup. Now, is this a Frost Wolf pup?
It is.
And is Thunderfang a big part of your roleplay?
Well, the idea came from Corte because when he won a fist-to-fist brawl, and he went under the title Thunderfang. So when we had this new puppy, she just suggested why not call it Thunderfang. So he did.
Okay, so awesome. All right, excellent. And so, Wolfbinder, what do you enjoy about being in this guild?
Well, just a lot of people in here are close friends of mine. I spend basically most of my days talking to them. It's a very good community, feeling welcome, never really having anywhere else to go to speak to anyone, and it's just good people.
All right, excellent. And that is a fantastic answer because, again, you want to be in a guild where, number one, you feel like you belong. Number two, that you're having a good time in. And number three, that they're people that you can really ultimately trust. And so if you find all three of those things, and I think it sounds like you have here, you'll find that you're going to stay in that guild, be loyal to that guild, and help that guild grow, correct?
That's correct.
All right. Well, excellent answer, sir. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks, up next is Orgram Pyrebreaker. He's a mystic apprentice of... Who is that?
Zulili Deathbringer.
Oh, okay, and who is that?
That is Orgram's first cousin on his father's side, also his mentor of basically everything that he has ever done.
Wow. Okay. He's an orc spirit weaver, a blackguard of the Redfang Company, and currently caring for his mate. Who's your mate?
Unfortunately, she could not be here tonight, but her name is Nakrel Jade Wolf.
And what is wrong with her?
Well, I was going to announce this in character at
Oh,
a later date.
okay, don't spill it. Don't spill it. That's fine, sir. Okay. Just needless to say, you're taking care of her, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's all we need to know. No spoilers are allowed here. So, so Orgram, what do you enjoy about being in the Redfang Company?
That is a very good question. I would have to say the sense of community and the sense of inclusion. Like, there is usually very little that people are not welcome in doing with the other guild members.
Oh, wow. Excellent. All right. And so everybody gets to play a part then, correct?
In one way or another, yes. Everybody has their job that they can do and that they can contribute to the guild in, be it in character or out of character.
All right. Well, that is an awesome answer. Thank you very much, sir.
My pleasure.
Alrighty, folks. Up next is Baron Zangus Bloodreaver. He's the Horseman of the Northern Snows, Wall of Bloody Iron, Knight of the Ebon Blade, a Ghost of Quel'Thalas. He's a Shark Puncher, an Undead Cinderai Death Knight. He's Blackguard of the Redfang Company. He's currently doing Zangus stuff and eating a mango. What do you like mangoes, sir? Is that?
Well, you see, I was given a nickname a long time ago. I'm called Zango de Mango. And as such, ever since then, a crazy human named Frank, who has no relation to me, shows up every so often and gives me mangoes. So I eat them, because scurvy is no laughing matter.
Well, that's true, sir. That's true, sir. We do want to avoid scurvy within the Redfang Company, and mango is an excellent way to do just that. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, well, excellent. And so, sir, what do you enjoy about being in the Redfang Company?
Well, I enjoy the Red Fang Company for many reasons. One of them is that, well, in a lot of other guilds that I've been a part of, there have been problems where people say they want everybody to be inclusive, but they shoot down everybody else. We don't do that here. Everybody's equal in this company. Doesn't matter who you are, you can say whatever you want. We encourage everybody to make their own storylines. I have one coming up that's going to lead into one that we used to have. We came from a guild, and, you know, things happen, but now we're here. We're trying to make the best of it. Look, the contact drought has been really bad. It hit a lot of people hard, and a lot of people have lost the drive to RP, but once, you know, all hellfire breaks loose, we're going to go and we're going to start our stories again, and we're going to have fun. We encourage anybody to come into this company and do whatever they feel is great.
All right, well, that is a fantastic answer. I can't wait to see what you come up with, sir.
Well, I have many surprises up my sleeve.
We have heard tell. All right, thank you very much, sir. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Gar Gunslinger, Fire Spitter, Craftsman. He's a Black Rock Orca pirate, contractor of the Redfang Company, currently feeling normal, covered in ash. Why are you covered in ash, and why is that normal?
It's a regular day for him. He's just working on his ship. That's his pride and joy with that thing.
Oh, okay, so is he burning out the wood, or?
Nah, he's just working on the engines on the inside.
Oh, okay. You should get some goblins to help you. They're good at that kind of thing.
He will not let goblins touch his engines whatsoever.
Okay. Maybe a gnome?
He let that happen once. It didn't go well.
And they never heard of the gnome again, did they?
Oh, they heard of him.
All right, so Zuthgar, what do you enjoy about being in the Redfang Company?
Well, just like the others, I came here with a lot of other people that came from a different guild. It just feels right to me, and I know a lot of people here, and I just feel comfortable.
And really, again, that is the most important thing. Feeling comfortable, feeling welcome, and enjoying your time within a guild is the utmost priority, isn't it? Alrighty, well, thank you very much, sir. Alrighty, folks, up next is Ariane Durathil, the captain, grumpy old lady, buff and tough, self-exile, Quel'Dore, Death Knight, a blackguard of the Redfang Company, currently reading a book and grumbling about the lovesick kids, all the lovesick kids. And so, again, doesn't have a mic. And so what does she say, sir?
Well, she said that she was brought into the guild by Fenrir and Sabriel after she met us on a different game a long time ago. She stayed because she's been wanting to get back into World of Warcraft RP, and she knows that we can provide a good environment, and she likes how accepting Redfang are of different kinds of people.
Oh, excellent. What game were you guys playing before?
Final Fantasy XIV, actually.
Oh, wonderful. All right, so there you go. Again, knowing folks within a guild really makes it easier, and it makes it, I think, a lot better if you know the folks within your guild and your friends beforehand. It really makes things go smoothly. So that is an excellent, excellent answer. Thank you very much. All right, folks, up next is Larian, Shield for Hire, Blood Elf Warrior, contractor of the Redfang Company, currently aloof and snarky. Is that Larian style?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just hangs back and snarks at everything?
Yeah. Until it's time to smash things, and then he smashes things.
Right, he's got the big shield that does a lot of smashing, correct?
It has spikes, and he likes to poke people violently with it.
Wow. Okay. Now, Larian, what do you enjoy about being in the guild?
There's some really nice people in the guild. Zangus is a friend of mine from elsewhere, and Thessaline's actually my boyfriend, which sounds weird saying it like that, but that's why I joined, and everybody else has made me stay because they're super nice.
And it sounds like you don't have a choice.
No, I do have a choice. I have a choice. I chose. So I actually was like, so you guys are in a guild together without me? Why? I want to be in this guild.
Well, excellent. And it's a good way to keep an eye on the boyfriend, too, isn't it?
Nah, he's good.
Oh, it's the other way around?
No, I'm good, too.
All right.
Don't give her ideas.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, hey, now.
All righty. Well, that is an excellent, excellent answer. Thank you very much, ma'am.
And thank you.
All righty, folks. Well, we now have the Tribunal up here, and we're starting with Fenrir. And Fenrir, I guess your question's a little different in that so much as, what do you enjoy about helping to lead this guild?
Well, as a couple people have mentioned in their own interviews, as we came from another guild, and so to me, it's seeing the people that I've known for upwards of about a year now. It makes me so happy to hear people are enjoying themselves and to see them being who they want to be and not feeling the strain and stress of, guilds past where they kind of felt they were unable to be their character, let their character be themselves, and then also, being afraid of being themselves as a whole. So it just, it's one of those things where I'm just content to lead in the sense of I get to see people happy and doing what they want to.
Okay, excellent answer. Sabril, same question to you.
Honestly, I more or less agree with most of what she said. One of the best things about being one of the leaders of Redfang Company is just getting to see everybody having fun. There's really not a whole lot more to it. I mean, people have been stepping up, doing little social gathering events, some actual minor events of their own. As you saw, some of them want to run story arcs, which I'm more than happy to help with, character development, all sorts of things we got going on. And it's just good to see people moving forward.
Oh, excellent. And again, Naradek doesn't have a mic, so what does Naradek have to say?
Nardrek said that she decided to create the guild, the Redfang Company, during a time of stress for most of the members from our former affiliate. She was in a place where she could really only sit and watch, and she wanted to change that to empower people regardless of the past, so that they had a safe place to come and have fun role-playing. And they've been so happy to the point where it has brought her to tears many times just thinking about it. And often she'll sit and watch from work, and she's just pleased with how things have turned out.
All right, well, that is an excellent answer from all three of you. Again, it takes strong leadership to make a guild work, and it is a lot of work. It's not an easy thing to do to run a guild. And sometimes I think the tribunal type guilds, they being able to kind of spread that amongst the three of you, that leadership roles, I think helps to, carry that burden a little bit and makes it a little easier to run. And so, again, it takes good, strong leadership, I think, for any guild to survive. Because, once again, there's hundreds of guilds out there. If you're not gilded, you'll see every 5 minutes you'll end up getting a message, hey, come join our guild, hey, come join our guild. So there's a lot of guilds out there. But the ones that are going to survive, again, are those that have strong leadership. And I think you guys are doing a great job with that. And so, folks, with that, we're going to come back and we're going to find out if we missed anything during the interview. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Sabril, did we miss anything during the interview that you'd like folks to know about the guild?
No, I'd say we about covered it all.
Oh, well, excellent. So, sir, go ahead and give a shout out to the community there and let them know all about you.
So, I'd just like to give a shout out to Moonguard as a whole, really. It's a great community, and we're hoping to refoster it back into even more greatness, really. And I'd also like to give another smaller shout out to my guildies, both those who were able to attend and those who unfortunately could not because of varying circumstances.
All right, well, that is an excellent shout out, sir. And let me go ahead and throw one out there as well. Folks, if you're looking for a great Horde-side guild to join and you don't have a home, come and join these guys over here on Moonguard. They have a wonderful, wonderful guild here, all set. It's really new, and so you're coming in on the ground floor of, I think, something that's going to be great here in Legion. They've got some great plans, and again, they're full of a lot of fun folks here. We've had a great time in between segments, and they are really a fun bunch. And so, again, if you're looking for a new home for a existing character or want to even roll a new character over here on Moonguard, come and check them out. They are a lot of fun and a fun Horde-side guild to be a part of. So with that, when we come back, we're going to give our final goodbye to this awesome guild, the Redfang Company. Alrighty, Sabril. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me tonight, answering all my pestering questions about the Redfang Company. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been fun having you.
And you brought me here for a contract, sir?
Yeah, we've been hearing some reports of some various sounds, possibly a bear in these tunnels, and since you're new here, you get the job of investigating, figuring out what's going on, and clearing out any bears.
A bear? I got this. Come on. I would think you'd have like a bigger challenge for me. I am Turwinkle after all. So let's see here. Okay, bear, huh? So far I'm not seeing. Well, it looks like there's some. Oh, there he is. I got. Look at this guy. I got this. A bear. It's kind of big though, but I should be able to handle him. And now you said just one bear, right? Because
there might be a couple bears. Just take out.
Sir, there's sir. Now there's a lot of stuff coming after me, sir. You said just a bear. It's like,
you'll handle it.
No, I'll. Sir, I could use some help. There's more than a bear, sir. More than a bear.
I'm on my lunch break.
What are we without the sky, Turwinkle?
Alrighty, folks. Well, we made it safe and sound back to Stormwind City and back to the Stormwind Park. And so again, a big thank you to the Redfang Company, an awesome guild. Do check them out if you would like. If you have a Horde character that you need a home for, the Redfang Company is certainly for you. And so with that, folks, remember to always hit that like button if you would like. Remember to comment down below to let us know what you liked and what you didn't. And finally, if you would like to subscribe, well, we would love to have you. So just hit that subscription button today. Well, Turwinkle, excellent job as always, sir. And Turwinkle, we will see you next time, sir.
It's been fun.
It has been fun. Bye-bye.